What's up, folks? It's Hobo Tim here to bring you an exciting episode. We're only got 2 segments today. First, we're going to go to Hobo Tim's announcements, and then we'll finish with a new segment. This is going to be the Old Gospel Tim.
Yo, my name is Hobo Tim, you probably know my cousin Jim. I make all these cool vids so you can know some things, kid.
What's up, folks? It's Hobo Tim, and I'm here to bring you the announcements for this week. Now, there is only one announcement that we have for all of y'all this week, and that announcement has been repeated the last 2 weeks, and I'm going to give it to you now. That is, the girls' lock-in is going to be the following week. That's going to be September 18th to September 19th. That's Saturday, September 18th to Sunday, September 19th is going to be the girls' lock-in this year, so make sure you're prepared for that, and that you're there only if you're a lady. That is the only announcement we have for you today. Now let's go ahead and check out the new segment we have. Welcome back to Hobo Tim. I hope that you enjoyed the Hobo Tim announcements today. We got our final news segment for today, the Old Gospel Tim, and I'm so excited to introduce you to this brand new segment, folks. I'm going to send you right into it. What is up, folks? Welcome to our brand new segment. This is the Old Gospel Tim. And this is going to be me giving you some epic Bible stories straight from the Old Testament in my own epic language. And I am, in fact, Professor Hobo Tim, your illustrious, helpful announcement fellow, and also your new professor in the Old Testament biblical studies. And I'm going to be bringing you the Old Gospel Tim. And, folks, boy, we've got a riveting story today. Let's get right into that story. Now, folks, today's story comes from us from Judges 15, Judges chapter 15, and it's quite a riveting story full of exciting content with our good friend, the long-haired fellow, Samson the Great. Man, he is so strong, isn't he? And he is so equipped to bring us once again some of his Philistine devastation. Folks, I am excited to witness what Samson has in store for us in today's passage. Now, let's get started with the story. So, right before our story begins with today's episode, we're going to get into what we see is Samson getting all mad about something about a wife and his father-in-law and a wife and not having a wife. So, he's all upset. I don't know. I think he's not a husband anymore. I think I kind of got him all frustrated. And so, then what he's going to proceed to do is blame it on the Philistines because, that's what every single good powerful Israelite does whenever they have a problem. They blame it on the Philistines. All right, folks, so now what's going to happen is that our good friend Samson, and yes, wow, he is a great friend. He has devastated so many Philistines. We've never heard of him devastating Philistines before up at this point of the Bible, but we do know that he has because obviously someone with his stature who is an Israelite, who obviously when he has a problem devastates the Philistines, that's what he does. So, as we can now see in chapter 15 of Judges, he's going to get frustrated and he's going to take a bunch of foxes. This is Scooby. Scooby is, kind of like a fox. And he's going to wrestle. And he's going to take that fox. And he's going to tie the tail of these foxes together. So he's going to have 300 total foxes. That's going to be 150 total pairs. And he's going to put a torch in the middle of them. And then just loose them all across the Philistine land. Now, unfortunately for us, there are no Philistines killed in this process because that would just be too epic. But they do burn down a bunch of vineyards and olive trees and probably some houses in there. So good on our old friend Samson. He just devastated them all. So after all that devastation, he realizes to himself that he's got a problem. Our good friend Samson just ticked off the mighty Philistine nation. So they sent 3,000 people to get him. Now, this is starting to sound like a real good story here. He has just burned down an entire nation's vineyards and crops and houses, and they have 3,000 people come to kill him. So what does he do? Like any natural person, he hides in a cave for a few minutes, and he thinks to himself, man, I'm a powerful Israelite. I just ticked off 3,000 Philistines. What should I do? So he says, I'll surrender. And they tie him up. And I don't like this part of the plan. I personally think he should have just gone right at them and just attacked them. But he decides to hold it off. It breaks through the things. It says like flaxseed, I think apparently was the quotation in there. It says, he tore things up. Basically, the things didn't work. He just delayed the killing of the Philistines. And then he found a donkey bone, because obviously anybody who was a good warrior and an Israelite just decides that at any given time, when they need a weapon, you don't use sticks. You don't use rocks. Sorry, David. Rocks are not weapons. Donkey jawbones are weapons. So he finds a donkey jawbone, and he slaughters 3,000 Philistines. And that is your typical Samson fashion, and that's just an epic story that I really cannot believe, and I just find impressive, and obviously it's such Samson-like, and, the moral of this story, folks, is when you're a good Israelite boy, you slaughter Philistines. And I've been Professor Hobo Tim. Thank you very much for watching, y'all.